Hello everyone, my name is Rahul Maurya and this session is about the OVA file deployment for in the vCenter for the call manager nodes. In earlier session, I have mentioned the deployment of OVA from directly from the ESXi, but if you have n number of or a lot of number of ESXi servers and that is managed by vCenter, then you can deploy the OVA file from the vCenter directly, right? So this session is on that, right? So let's begin. The first step should be like you have to log into your vCenter and select the host or the ESXi server on which you want to do OVA file, correct? So right click on this and uh, click on the deploy OVA template, right? And then it will prompt you for the location, right? And as you must have the OVA template on your machine or your local machine or your laptop, right? So you have to upload that file after clicking on the upload files, and the size is not that much, so it will take few minutes. So the size, it says 200 kbs only, right? So it will not take more than 1 or 2 minutes, right? So once it get deployed, uploaded over here, the next section will be you need to select on which folder you are going to deploy that, right? So select that, name the virtual machines like CUCM or 14, like that. In the next step, you have to select the resources. Resources means the ESXi server. Uh, so you, if you have n number of ESXi servers, and if you want to deploy this OV template in particular ESXi, you have to select that. For example, I have selected this one, and after selecting this, it will use the resources only on of this ESXi server. Resources means CPU, RAM, hard disk, those informations, right? So here you will see that review details, uh, nothing specific, nothing major. So click on the next, and then the configuration part. So it depends upon, here you have to select the deployment configurations, whether you have small UCM model, medium or large. Basically it's depend upon your number of phones. For example, if I'm having 5000 phones in my environment, I have to select the medium one. And here you can see that CPU is 2 virtual CPU with 3600 megahertz, right, speed, and memory is 8 GB and 8 GB reservations, and hard disk is 110 GB, correct? So that is the requirement uh, for medium deployment configurations, right? On the other side, if you have selected the small, if you are having around 100 1000 to 1200 devices, then you can select the small. Here it will consume only 2 virtual CPU and 6 GB of hard disk, oh sorry, 6 GB of RAM and 80 GB of hard disk. Earlier in the medium, it was taking 8 GB of RAM and 110 GB of hard disk, right? So, and the next, if you are selecting the large deployment, for example, if you are having more than around 10,000 phones or more, you have to select the large UCM, and that then the system will consume 4 virtual CPUs that is running on 7200 of speed and 8 GB of RAM and 110 GB of hard disk. So here it's just giving you the sizing information, right? So what type of deployment you are looking for, whether it's a small, medium or large, that's what you have to select from here, correct? And then you have to select next, and then the hard disk, uh, the data store. the space which will be you utilize this OVA or the deployment. So select whatever you are having in your infrastructure based on the size, right? The free space actually, and you will see the compatibility check succeeded. You have to click on next. And network, the IP version phone, that it is predefined. You don't have to select anything. So, but network, you have to select it as VM network, whatever the network you have selected earlier. Right, click on next, and this is a summary page. Here you will see all the informations, the name of the call manager which you have mentioned earlier, the VM template, folder, and all the informations are there, right? Right, like, uh, okay. Then you have to click on the finish, and once you finished it, it will take not more than 10 to 15 minutes or less than that, right? So you will see that it's deployed. So you will see 2 CPU, 8 GB of memory, and 110 GB of hard disk has been reserved for the call manager nodes. So this is only the template actually we have deployed, and later on we have to deploy our call manager nodes server. Thank you so much. I hope you like these sessions. Please let me know if you have any questions or any inputs is required, and I would like you uh, to subscribe and like these channels. Thank you so much. Bye bye.